welcome to Classics with Kelsey and Sarah, and we're here to talk to you about Five Little Peppers and how they grew, I think is the rest of the title.
Yes.
So, yes.
This was a childhood favorite of mine. It's actually one of the early books I remember reading and rereading to myself because I just really liked it. It's about a group of siblings. Their father died a long before the story opens, and the family struggles to make ends meet, and all the siblings try to help out as they can. The oldest is the oldest is a boy, and he's 13, and Polly's the next one at 12, and so and then all the rest are younger. There are 5 of them.
Yes,
it's the 5 little peppers.
Right, Ben, Polly, Joel, David, and Phronsie. Yes. Or Sophronia is her fancy name, but Phronsie is her nickname. And so, yeah, it was just a really sweet story. Very fun. Margaret Sidney wrote it, I think, 1880s roundabout, and so it was during, I think, one of the golden age of a lot of children's literature.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think there were probably several golden ages, but that was like the first one that I know about. That's just around the time of Louise M.A. Alcott too. And, and so Five Little Peppers is a very endearing story. I just loved how the children pulled together and were happy despite their poverty-stricken situation, and it was. And
they really worked together to try to make everything fun. And even though sometimes they do come across as real kids because they do complain sometimes, and sometimes that gets a little bit annoying, but they also just like. The opening of it is they're trying to make their mother's birthday special, and so they want to make a cake, and they don't have ingredients, and so it's kind of funny seeing them trying to pull this together and work together to make that happen. And Ben and Polly, as the oldest, they kind of take care of the little ones, and that's really sweet. And they meet a variety of characters that either help them out or maybe are kind of a villain type of character, and it's about their adventures and how they make ends meet and how they are happy despite the circumstances, and it's lots of childhood scrapes too, which are fun to read about. And it's kind of, especially the ending part is set around Christmas, so it was a good book for December. I know we both said that after reading this one, there are sequels, but really the endearing part is the beginning of it, and so it's like the sequels don't hold a lot of appeal.
Yeah, that's true, and I think that. With the Five Little Peppers, her audience kind of kept on asking for more. So I think that maybe sometimes if the author didn't feel it, maybe it wasn't quite as good. But
but they are endearing characters and just so fun. I think that they capture the kids and kid antics well, and especially the kids are really good kids. They want to do right. They just are kids, so things happen. At the very beginning, like one of them, he's trying to fix something, and he's banging a hammer, and he accidentally bangs his sister's toe.
Oh, yes.
And he's devastated that he would hurt his little sister. And, but everyone's like, it's things happen. And so it's just really sweet how they all work together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And, trying to think if there was another fun situation that we could that would give you an example of what this story is like. There's,
let's see here.
I don't want to give any spoilers.
Yes,
either.
that's a little hard because it's fairly soon in. They start meeting people and stuff that really are the plot twists.
Right. So there's
I think there's just a great variety of characters. There's the old lady who lives just down the street that helps them out. That's just this. She's hard of hearing, so she hears things wrong. They'll say things, and she's just like she hears it wrong. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah, and one of the things that stood out to me was how little Polly's greatest desire was to have a working stove.
Oh,
Like how many little girls her age would want a stove that works? I mean, most.
Because one of the greatest villains is the stove that refuses to work when it should.
Yes, that would be really frustrating.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So it was a really sweet story. That's still a one I really love, especially with all the childhood memories.
Right, yeah. And for me, I think I would have enjoyed it more when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I think it's probably more targeted for kids, but that doesn't mean that adults can't read it and enjoy it.
Yes.
And just kind of just think back on what would have delighted them as a child.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, well, I guess that sums up Five Little Peppers for
how they grew.
Today.
Yeah.
So, and that also concludes season 2 of Classics with Kelsey and
already
Sarah.
Done.
Yeah, it's hard to believe this year just went by so fast. But, but we have several books in mind that we're going to be reading next year already, and so we're looking forward to diving into those.
Yes, very excited.
Yes, and so should we go ahead and share what so our next read for episode 1 of season 3 is Dr. Wartle's School by Anthony Trollope.
So I've never read anything by this author, so it'll be a new to me thing, so I'm excited about it.
Yes, for sure.
So join us for season 3, and thank you so much for watching today.
Yes, thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.